wants to party this evening? Perfect. Without further ado, let's welcome the parents of the bride, Thomas Sr. and Debbie McMahon. Put your hands together for Kenneth Knoblauch and Sharon Knoblauch. Let's welcome the members of our bridal party. Let's have a warm welcome for Sophie Knoblauch with Christian Gaillard and Ryan Thuringer.
Bring 'em out, hey. Bring 'em out, yeah. Bring 'em out, hey. Bring 'em out, VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got a hit, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Rawls don't even know how to
Let's
act
get
now.
loud for Maureen Crumlish, escorted by Michael and Thomas Jr. McMahon.
Doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front to back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by blow, I don't move in the brick. Talk about shooting out, now we're doing it, prick. If I hit you in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed.
Amp it up for Matron of Honor, Casey Tipton and Jimma Wayol.
See that I'm ahead of my time. I cop the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't nothing, I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna
This next introduction requires a standing ovation. Put your hands together for the new Colleen and Kenneth Knoblauch. Now they'll have their first dance.
Don't wanna get ahead of myself, feeling things I've never felt. It's kind of hard for me to explain her personality and everything. Brings me to my knees, oh. She shines me up like gold on my arm. I wanna take it slow, but it's so hard. I love to see her face in daylight. It's more than just our bodies at night. But she's really tempting me, oh. Do you think I'm being foolish if I don't rush in? I'm scared to death that she might be it, that the love is real, that the shoe might fit. She might just be my everything and beyond, beyond space and time in the afterlife. Will she have my kids? Will she be my wife? She might just be my everything and beyond. I wanna bring her round to meet you. I think you like a candelina. I know that grandma would have loved her like she was her own. She makes me feel at home, oh. Do you think I'm being foolish if I don't rush in? I'm scared to death that she might be it, that the love is real, that the shoe might fit. She might just be my everything and beyond, beyond space and time in the afterlife. Will she have my kids? Will she be my wife? She might just be my everything and beyond. I give up, I'm in love, crying. I'll tell you why I can't explain. She might just be my everything. Oh me, oh my, I can't explain. She might just be my everything. Oh me, oh my, I can't explain. She might just be my everything. So do you think I'm being foolish if I don't rush in? I'm scared to death that she might be it, that the love is real, that the shoe might fit. She might just be my everything and beyond, beyond space and time in the afterlife. Will she have my kids? Will she be my wife? She might just be my everything and beyond. Yeah, she might just be my everything. She might just be my everything. Oh me, oh my, I can't explain. She might just be my everything. Oh me, oh my, I can't explain. She might just be my everything.
Show some love for our lovely new couple, Colleen and Kenneth Knoblauch.
Check, check. All right. I just want to take a quick second to thank all of our friends, family, everybody for coming out on this very, very special day for all of us. Special thank you to my parents, Rocky and Debbie. Thank you so much for making all of this possible. It turned out absolutely perfect, and we just can't wait to celebrate with all of you tonight. Let's drink, let's eat, let's have a great time. We want to see everybody on the dance floor.
All right, bridal party, as you make your way to your seats, we'll get ready to have our two toasts coming up, followed by a blessing.
Above us, all the stars are watching. There's no place I'd rather be in this world.
Well, here goes the toast. Didn't realize that it was going to be right off the bat, but here we go. But good evening to everyone. Thank you guys for joining us as we celebrate this beautiful union with Kenneth, Colleen. My name is Gemma, but some of y'all might notice me as John. To the McMahon family that I recently met last night. If that's a little confusing, I know. I get it. My girlfriend Juliet over there, she's always asking me, why do your friends always call you John? So she doesn't realize I have two different names depending on who I talk to. But I didn't want to talk too much. I just wanted to give y'all an idea of the type of man Kenny is. So my friendship with Kenny started back in 2010, and it's actually kind of crazy to think about it now, to see how far back that was. But we met through the fraternity at UNL, and we were both living on campus, and from there, our bond really just took off. Kenny is always one of those guys who puts his friends first. He's always looked out for us. One year, I couldn't make it back home to celebrate the holidays with my family, and Kenny was kind enough to invite me to dinner with his family and his folks. And once I met the rest of his family, I clearly understood where that selflessness came from. Ken, Sherry, I don't know where you guys are at right now in this room. Perfect. You guys did a tremendous job raising this young man, and you guys should be very proud of yourselves. You guys should be very happy today. Colleen, I'm so happy for you two. You don't know, but when you guys came back to San Diego to visit, I asked Kenny if she was the one, and I didn't even finish my question. There was no hesitation. There was no doubt in his mind at all. So I appreciate that, and I'm so happy for you guys for that. But I want to thank you for taking care of our brother and getting him off the market. I think you two are really blessed with some great friends and family, and there's a solid foundation that you guys are going to be able to build off of, and I'm so excited, and I think everyone else is excited for you guys as well. Kenny, I appreciate you so much, brother. Thank you for this moment, and it's such an honor to be your best man on your biggest day. You've always been a great brother to Sophie and a great son to your parents. And I know you're going to be a damn great family man for you and Colleen. But without ado, I just want to give a cheers to Kenny and Colleen. Let's celebrate tonight. Let's celebrate to more life, more love, and more everything for you guys. Cheers.
Great job, man. Thank you.
For our second toast, we have, yeah, Jimma. For a second toast, let's call up Casey Tipton. Come on, Casey.
Thank you. All right. So before I get started, I just want to give a big shout out to Mr. and Mrs. McMahon, Deb and Rocky, which is so strange for me to say. Tonight is literally awesome. Couldn't be more excited to be here. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Casey Tipton, and I have had the pleasure of being best friends with our bride for 23 years. That is a very long time. We actually met at Roslyn Swim Club battling over the same breaststroke relay spot, which she beat me out for. But I'm very thankful that to this day, neither of us took anything too personally, and we've been basically attached at the hip since that point. Colleen has been there for every major life event for me, from my first kiss to my first date to actively talking me through labor states away. She's the person that I tell everything to, good, bad, ugly, and there's really never much judgment other than occasionally she might give me an eye if I'm being a little out of hand. It feels absolutely surreal to actually be here and being able to not only talk about my best friend, but the love that she has with the person sitting next to her. As teenagers, Colleen and I would always wonder, who's our Prince Charming? Where is he? Is he sitting next to us in class, which we both hoped it was not that person? Was he somebody that we'd meet later in life? Or, maybe we hit the jackpot and it was Ed Westwick. Gossip Girl runs deep. But at the end of almost all of our midnight conversations, Colleen would turn to me before we would go to bed and she goes, "I'm gonna meet him in New York, Casey." And I was like, you know what? I know she will. She said it with such certainty, even though most of the time we were like 16 and 100% not allowed to drive by ourselves to New York City. She just knew that her forever was going to be waiting for her when she made that switch up there. Colleen and Kenny, your love story is one that people write novels about. The love that hits you so hard you can't remember what life is before that person, nor do you really want to. I remember it was your first week of dating. Colleen called me to recap her first date, but little did I know that date 2, 3, 4 had already happened. There was no negatives. There were no deal breakers. Colleen described it as this just feeling that was so different, and I knew in that moment Colleen had met the person that she was going to spend the rest of her life with. Over the past year, it's been such an honor to watch your love grow. The bond you and Kenny have created is so strong to take you into this new journey as husband and wife. Continue to always support each other's dreams, lean on each other when life throws you those curveballs and bumps in the road, and never stop dating the person sitting next to you. The adventure you two are about to embark on is one of the greatest life gifts that we all have the pleasure of entering into. And so with that, can we all just please raise a glass to my best friend finding her best friend and spending a lifetime of happiness together. I love you more than words.
And now we have a blessing from Sister Mary Beth Antonelli.
Thank you. Colleen and Ken, it's such a privilege to offer this blessing for you both and to celebrate with family and friends and such love that surrounds you both. I read once that a good marriage is a warm fireplace. The love that two people like you both have for one another generates a warm place. But the warmth it creates does not warm just the two people in love. It warms everyone else who you come into contact with. And a good marriage is a big table loaded with lots of food and drink like we have here this evening. When two people like the both of you love one another so much, that love becomes a place of hospitality, a table where all come to be fed and nourished. Love in a true marriage feeds not just the two people who are generating it, but it always contains more than enough surplus to feed everyone who is fortunate to meet it. And so I'd like to offer this blessing to our loving God tonight. Loving God, you call us together to celebrate with Colleen and Ken their marriage. We pray that their love will always nourish one another, and in doing so, nourish all those whose lives they touch. We ask you to bless this food, all those who prepared it, and we ask you to bless each person here, that you may continue to strengthen and nourish us with this meal and with your love, which surrounds each of us. And Colleen and Ken, I'd like to offer this blessing of St. Francis. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May he look towards you with his kindness, and may he grant you his peace now and all the days of your married life. Amen.
You're welcome. Love you.
All the morning sun in all its glory greets the day with hope and comfort too. And you fill my life with laughter. You can make it better. Ease my troubles, that's what you do. Cause the love is divine, and it's yours and it's mine like the sun. At the end of the day, we should give thanks and pray to the one. Say, have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one above you? Fill my heart with gladness, take away my sadness, ease my troubles, that's what you do. sadness. Ease my trouble, that's what you do. Take away my sadness, fill my life with gladness. Ease my trouble, that's what you do. Fill my life with gladness, take away my sadness. Ease my trouble, that's what you do.